getting you through your morning.
Giving you all the news you want to hear.
Now.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Cooper City High School, where students come every day to prepare for the future and achieve the American dream.
With such a diverse population in South Florida, families from all over the world move here to seek better opportunities. But a little bit more on that later.
Let's first send it over to Adam to see what's happening right now. Adam?
Thanks, guys. It's January 17th, 2020, in beautiful Cooper City, Florida. Today, let's take a look at some of the stories we've been keeping our eye on. Here at Cooper City High School, our multicultural club is selling bracelets to help spread awareness on Black History Month. These bracelets have become a gateway to remember the struggles that African Americans faced throughout history. While a bracelet may be small, they stand for a much bigger meaning. With seniors counting down what few months remain until graduation, the festivities are fast approaching. The first of them being the annual senior breakfast, where the 12th graders get to reminisce about their favorite moments in their past 4 years here at Cooper, while getting to enjoy a delicious breakfast. They say those who don't learn history are condemned to repeat it. At Cooper City High, the fundamental education of history is highly valued and put on display at the History Fair. Ranging with topics from tragedy and triumph to breakthroughs in history, the fair teaches students more about peoples, cultures, perspectives, and even dreams. With so many different ethnicities here in the U.S., it brings up thoughts about the American dream. But what really is the American dream? Josh has more.
American dream.
The American dream.
American dream.
American dream.
The American dream.
You know, the bedrock of our economic success is the American dream.
What is the American dream? The American dream can commonly be defined as the belief that regardless of where you come from, anyone can achieve anything. Out of all countries around the globe, the United States accepts the most immigrants, who come with high ambition and wishful thinking.
According to the 2017 study conducted by the U.S. Census Bureau, more than 44.5 million immigrants reside in the U.S., a record high, making up more than 13% of the U.S. population, and this number is only increasing.
Throughout history, millions of people have migrated to the U.S. and accomplished the impossible. Following in the words of the Declaration of Independence, all men are created equal and share the same rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
As of a 2017 study, 33% of employed immigrants worked in management, business, science, and the arts. 23% worked in service, 16% worked in sales and office, 13% worked in natural resources construction and maintenance, and 15% worked in production, transportation, and material moving.
Despite where they may come from, the significant difference amongst these individuals is what they hope to achieve in America. But it's important to remember that this endeavor is not a simple one and has only succeeded with hard work, dedication, and determination.
My father grew up on a peanut farm in Asia with no floor, and now his son is running for president. That is the immigration story that we have to be able to share with the American people.
People such as the co-founder of Google, Sergey Brin, and Elon Musk, founder of Tesla and SpaceX, are just two out of the many American dream success stories. So many people have lived out their American dream. How will you live out yours?
So what is the American dream for you? Share your thoughts with us on Twitter at CSHSCTV. Well, that's all for the news. Let's go to weather with Dylan.
Thanks, Adam. I'm here at Vista View Park in South Florida, where the skies are looking beautiful. But now let's look at our weekend forecast. Tonight we are looking at a 60% chance of showers with light winds and low of 70 degrees. Saturday and Sunday look almost identical with a warm, partly clouded weekend. High will be in the 80s and lows will be in the mild 70s. That's it for our weekend forecast. Now back to you guys.
Thanks, Dylan. It really sounds like the weather is going to be amazing this weekend.
Perfect weather for outdoor activities. I might have to go play soccer.
Well, you certainly won't be the only one. With the addition of Inter Miami and an ever-increasing soccer fan base in South Florida, there will definitely be lots of athletes out on the fields.
Kayla got the chance to meet up with one of those athletes whose love for the game started nearly 1,600 miles away, in Venezuela.
At times, the comfort of living the American lifestyle can completely blind those of the hardships that other people face daily. But amidst the struggles, one young boy has come to America with one particular dream in mind.
Life in Venezuela was like
It was sometimes difficult. It wasn't as bad as it is now, but like now it's really bad, so we moved here.
In America, he lives a new life, but the hardships he faced are not easy to forget.
The most difficult part was we couldn't find as much food in the stores because like the president was very bad, so like when you went to look for something in the grocery store, like you couldn't find cheese or very basic things. Because like when you would be walking down the streets and like you would get robbed. I was walking down the street with my grandma once and she got robbed. Like we were just walking and somebody just comes up to you and robs you.
As he warms up to this country, he also warms up for something else, the sport that he values most.
I have adjusted to life here by just making friends and being me. Playing soccer makes me feel free. I would hope to play it for the rest of my life.
And while everyone's idea of the American dream is different, he sure does have an idea of what he wants his to be.
I think I am living the American dream because like I'm fulfilling my dream. I'm just like striving to play soccer every day and like I'm happy here with my family and stuff.
So for Jean-Paul, soccer is way more than just your everyday sport. And for CTV News, this has been Kayla Kissel.
Soccer is certainly on the rise here in South Florida and across the country, bringing lots of opportunities to all who play the sport.
But here in South Florida, there are plenty of ways for people to achieve their goals, and history has consistently proven that.
Imani got an inside look at how Florida always serves as the melting pot for the American dream.
Hey, you see that river? It's got a lot more history than you think. In the 1400s, when the Spanish conquistadors were exploring South Florida, this river was one of the first waterways to be charted for the New World, or, well, now America. What was it used for? Irrigation, farming, but most importantly, this river provided opportunities for new settlers looking for better dreams. I'm in Fort Lauderdale, and around me is the foundation for what soon became many people's hopes and dreams. I'm Imani, and I'm going to take you on an all-access tour to this historical city. We now know that the New River was one of the first waterways to be charted for the New World. But did you know that the New River Inn was the first hotel in Fort Lauderdale? Built by Edwin T. King, the New River Inn was hosting guests from 1905 to 1955, but with only 24 rooms. Now, if you looked over here, then you'd see the Florida East Coast Railway. Developed by Henry Flagler, this railway goes from Jacksonville to the east coast of Miami. While every day South Florida was receiving new settlers, a few of these settlers were Frank and Ivy Shanahan. Here, they were looking for a fresh start. Behind me is their home, where Frank and Ivy Shanahan dedicated their lives to passing their dreams on to others, especially Seminole children. Evidently being leaders in their community, Frank and Ivy Shanahan left their mark on Fort Lauderdale. Now you know that even some of the most modern cities have a little bit of history. For CTV Extra, this has been Imani Arman.
In South Florida, the American dream can be seen all around us.
From the sports we play to the cities we live in, opportunity is everywhere.
Thanks for watching CTV Extra.
Have a great day.